Sarah, the Illstrumentalist, where she makes soulful hip-hop instrumentals, chats with her amazing community and shares tips and tricks. So grab some popcorn and chill out with Sarah.
Happy Friday, everybody. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Put a emoji in the chat for me if you can hear me. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, I was recording some weird vocals. Hold on. Hey. Yeah. Anyways. That's what we do here. We record weird stuff. Happy Friday. It's Friday the 20th. My dog says hi. Say hi, Lucy. Sorry for the lag. Don't know why there's a lag now, but we'll figure that out this next week. But I'm here. I'm not gonna let a lag stop me from showing up. So I hope you're having a good day. If you're hearing and seeing this and you're chilling at the crib, you're at work, you're in the car or whatever, I'm sure you're having a better day than Diddy. Anyways, hey, happy Friday. Locked up. I need me like a jail sound effect or something. Hold on. That's what we got. That's what we got. All right, so real quick, this video, this live stream is sponsored by DistroKid. Really quickly, there's a lot of stuff going on in the music industry, right? And let me tell you, for the cheap price, for the low price of literally $1.92 a month, you can release your own music and get it distributed by DistroKid and get it on as many streaming platforms and with unlimited songs. Like, what's going on, y'all? This is literally the best thing that we can do right now. And I'm not even kidding. I love that I get to just go here to DistroKid. I just go to DistroKid here. And I can just upload music whenever I want. We can make a beat today and it could be out tomorrow. We can change things. I actually had some issues with my creative flow. The titles, I needed to switch them out. It worked out. Now it's corrected. It's really easy. And not only could I can release my music, I can release other people's music. It's a no-brainer, and they collect 100% of your money for you. You're just paying that monthly fee to use their service. So make sure you guys check out the link in the description. It says a discount for your first year off. Highly recommend, especially as an independent artist. And what I'm saying recently this week has been kind of interesting because there's been like, I don't know why there's a lag on my thing now, but there've been some layoffs at like major record labels. Some artists been dropped, apparently, allegedly. Some people have been locked up. Some people have dropped down from their roles. The music industry is changing literally right now, and not only is it changing now, it's like it's shifting the way we looked at things back in the past. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking at things like, whoa. So all this stuff is true. This sucks. So yeah, as an independent artist, as a musician, I think it's important to stick to what you know, which is good, which is making authentic music and being able to release it on your own. Before, we didn't have to do that. or we didn't have the ability to do this, to release your own music independently. You did kind of have to go through record labels and they would gatekeep. And now things have changed where you can release your own music. I don't really see it a benefit fully to sign to a record label unless you really don't want to do anything at all. You just want to perform. You don't want to write. You don't want to market, but you're like a superstar. I get that. Or it's like an even partnership. But the old way of how the business used to work is not going to work anymore. So things are changing, you know. What's up, Tiffany? What's up, Darrell? What's up, Bobcat the Legend? What's up, Earth? What the woo? Is that how you say your name? Mr. Piano, Carlton D. Maxley. Is that how I say your name too? Thank you. Chris Cash Music, Matt Soul. I appreciate y'all coming through. Christian, Dojo Cool, The Tape Stream, Yo Chan, Nano Official. What up? I appreciate Bobcat the Legend being the first in the chat. Got Ray here as well. We got AKS Productions. We got the crew here. I appreciate y'all coming through. We got Edward, Zen. Appreciate y'all coming through and saying hey. I had put like a little, let me see what it says. It's about 50, literally 50% right now of are you satisfied with like how your year's been with releasing music. If you guys drop in the comments if you said no, what's going on, how are you feeling? For those that are doing well, is there something that helped you this year that could help someone in the chat? Like, are you doing scheduled music sessions? Are you releasing consistently? You know, because we got 50-50, we can help each other out here. I can say, like, for me, I'm pretty satisfied with the music that I'm releasing, that I've released this year. Of course, the beginning of the year, I wanted to make way more music than I mean, I've been making a lot of music, but I think I want to do more songwriting, and I have the tools and I just haven't applied them yet. So it's just like, I need to dedicate time to just songwriting, like have an hour a week or 2 hours a week to just songwrite and like do it in a traditional way of making music, you know, not just making instrumentals. So I want to, like, you know, create pop songs, R&B songs. So the year isn't over yet. So I still could, there's like a quarter left. So there's three more months in this year. So next week is like the last week of September. So it's a good time to kind of just figure out what has worked and what hasn't worked, and what we haven't done yet, and what we want to kind of do this year to seal off the year. So maybe I'll add 2 hours a week, like an hour a day, something like that, to just songwrite, just write and then record intentionally for someone else in my mind. Like I'm writing for different artists and stuff like that. So, but yeah, well, anyways, let's make some beats. I was making we were making this beat last week, but I'm just finishing up. I'm gonna probably start mixing it and probably start another beat. So let's get into it. Let me see where I was at. Drums real quick. Hey buddy, how are you? She's very clingy today, y'all. Ooh. Shout outs to Clingy Pets. Who we got? Appreciate you, Bobcat. Let's see. Let's start. On this thing. Need to add a compressor on this joint. Let's see. I like the CL, the LA2A. I do have the Volt compressor on here already, but let's see what we can do. I think I like the Volt compressor a little better. Got this knock on here too, huh? Let's add some panning. I'm just literally mixing each component of this beat as you should, you know? As you should. Choose the pan man. Okay, let me separate these tracks. I'm going to mute. Hey, buddy. You want to sit in your bed? What's the matter? Yeah, no. I know, puppy. He's like, I'm hungry. Okay, let's. Okay, I muted the whatever that was, and then we're gonna go here. And I'm gonna put track together. What DAW do you guys use right now? Are y'all still using Cubase and Logic and stuff? In FL Studio? I'm gonna call some stir. I've never used any of those things, so I have no idea if they're good or not. I mean, I've used Logic, but Logic's alright. All right, so we got our tambourines here. I'm gonna name it tambourine. And then I got my cymbals on this one, so we got them separated because they have different frequency. So I want to EQ them a little differently. So yeah, they came from the same instrument though. So Machine and FL Studio 2024. How's FL Studios going for you? I know how Machine's going. Also add a little reverb to these cymbals. Reason gang here. Reason. Is that like a, is that what, I don't know. I feel like there are certain DAWs that have been around for a long time and I just haven't, I was just never a part of that genre. One of those DAWs are really like a classic. Which one is it? Is it Reason or is it Cubase? Which one's the one that's like as competitive to Pro Tools? Okay, Cubase and Reason are OGs, yeah. What's up, Tracklight Productions? I graduated in I graduated in February from 1500 Sound Academies. Thank you. School's great. It was just a 6-month program, but it was very intense. Very intense. Very intense. So it was good. It took me a while to kind of, and I'm still kind of just still catching up with myself and also processing what I learned and like applying what I've learned. And I'm still doing that. Like I'm still going over a lot of stuff. Lots of great knowledge. Lots of stuff to process. So, hey, Lucy, leave it. Over there licking her paw. I'm gonna find a good spot to just. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Nice beat, by the way. Thank you. Trying to kind of make like a smooth neo soul vibe tape or something like that. I guess kind of like feeling like love. So I made a lot of songs that recently that sound like they're like love beats. Maybe I'll drop them around Valentine's Day or something like that. So wouldn't that be cool? See how things work out. Life has been for me after graduation amazing. I love the school because it was. I feel like I told Rances, Rance stops in 1500. I was like, you guys, you made this school for me. Like whenever you had this, because they'll tell us the story about how he really wanted to create this school, and I'm like, yeah, God told you to do that for me, because like I really needed y'all, like because I'm doing all this stuff by myself at home, and my community's online, so I don't really know people in person that knows more than I do. And I need to know people that know more than I do. I need help Because it's one thing it's one thing to go on YouTube. You're like, all right, that's enough. like that's you'll start to realize, oh, this stuff is wrong. Oh my gosh, like I need to go to people that actually won Grammys and actually doing stuff and working with artists and stuff like that. So, um, for me, it kind of validated a lot that I was already doing, but also it helped me polish my skills, but also helped me understand what direction I need to go to. Because before I was doing so much, and now I understand that at any business you need to solve a problem. So that's why I'm more focused on helping people in the sense that like doing versus just doing random stuff, you know. So whether it's even just making good beats to make people feel good, that's intentional, you know. That's my purpose of making beats versus because some people just be making negative stuff, so or they just be working with anybody, and you see how that's working out right now. You see how that's working out because if you work with the wrong people for the wrong reasons, anyways, you learn a lot about that in school. So it's like, oh, glad I went there and got to be around other people that we have to have conversations about certain things like that. So, but it's been good for me making lots of music. If you check out No Quantize, it's been everything's just being revamped, and I have a lot of cool things moving forward. So I'm excited. I'm excited. I got lots of things, lots of ideas, lots of things to work on. So, which is very exciting. So, makes me want to make a beat on a PC again. Sometimes that's a great idea. I think it wouldn't be bad. I wouldn't mind going to find like an old PC that actually has someone's old Fruity Loops installed and just make beats on it. I really was thinking about the Windows media player yesterday. Like I really want to just play music but have it with the old school PC. Come on, y'all. Y'all remember that? Said I agree. Did a course at the Jamaican University of Technology for production and engineering. Opened my mind. That's what's up. That's what's up. Did school make you consider a hybrid workflow between digital and analog? Actually, what school has, every time I go into a studio or I learn more about technology, like right now, what I've learned is that these plugins are really, first of all, there's no, analog and digital are different, of course. People will say that analog is better, but what I've realized is that a lot of these plugins are really good. They're really doing their best at emulating an SSL board without you having to purchase a huge 16 track analog, just to get a compressor. You can buy the plugin and from the actual manufacturer, and they sound really good. And what I've learned is that someone like Jay Dilla would be making beats on the computer because you can do a lot in the box, as same as outside the box. So we're in a really great place. So there's nothing wrong with maximizing what you have on your computer. You know. Are you into the placement game? Um hmm. Hmm. Placement game. I'm not sure which placements. Are you talking about traditional radio? Like traditional uh if you go to YouTube, search why I don't make beats for rappers. There's a video that I made that I posted literally today, 6 years ago. I saw it on my Facebook. You know, I told you like anniversary stuff. Like, oh, look at me, I'm still doing it. So I made this video about how I don't make beats for rappers. A lot of people want to make music with my beats, and I just want to make instrumentals. So, I got signed to this. I'm still an independent artist, but I have an opportunity with Epidemic Sound, which is a music catalog where I create a lot of their hip hop instrumental music. So the music gets placed in a lot of people's videos that are really well known. Also, people that are regular creators. So it's pretty cool. My music's everywhere. So there's like one, I think they told me the beginning of this year that my music's been heard over 16.4 billion times. So that's just on YouTube. That's just on YouTube. Because my music's played in a lot of content creator stuff. So there's also a playlist on my YouTube channel called Music that Sarah the Illstrumentalist music has been, or videos that Sarah the Illstrumentalist's music has been in. And I regularly update it. So when I see a video, like it was in the Kai Cement, the Penthouse tour they did like a month ago or 2 months ago with the amp, the AMP, it's in Vogue, it's in this, that, and the third. So I get these amazing content creation, and it also shows up in streaming services. And I've also got a placement with NFL 3 times the past year. So it's not really a game to me. It's just like I make music and things happen. So it's not really, some people are like, I want to get this, that, and I'm just like, I did that once, literally the first time I said I wanted my music to be in a Will Smith YouTube video, and then it happened like the first day. And then after that, I was like, okay, cool. Well, I'm just gonna keep making beats because I guess it's gonna work out. So yeah, my music's everywhere, and it's in places that I don't even know until like later on. Like, oh, look at this. Oh, cool. But people aren't rapping on it. They're not putting their lyrics on it. It's there to help tell a story, and I love that. So if you are a content creator, there's a link in my description where you can get you can try it. You can use it for 7 days, like Epidemic Sound. And there's a bunch of sound effects. There's other people's music. There's, different vibes. So, yeah. So as far as like, I don't have any intentions to work with like any artists that are out today. I do want to help develop an artist or a group of people at some point. That's why I want to get in the habit of writing. So once I have my demos and a collection of songs, then I can start kind of looking out for artists that would fit for something like that. So thank you, Tyrone. I appreciate you, Tyrone Sellers. Hope I'm saying your name correctly. Happy Friday, everybody. Hope y'all having a blessed day. Thank you so much for the $9.99. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm trying to read this comment. It said, hey, Sarah, can you explain how you put your sample pack together? Do you sound design, or do you pick random sounds and manipulate them? What's the process? So it's a great question. So I recently actually updated No Quantize. I removed some of my old sound packs because I went through them recently and I had to ask myself, is this a reflection of me right now? Like, no. Some things you have to let go. But how I used to make sound packs back in the day, it would just be a collection of sounds that I would have. Like, you know how you're making beats, and sometimes, let's say I make this beat and I don't like it at all. It doesn't make to the next round, but I spent time on it. But it has a cool drum drum loop. It has a good percussion section. Maybe it has a melody or something. So I can use those as individual sounds or one shots or loops that I could chop up and put in a sound pack. And as over time, you can accumulate, things that you never really use but other people can use. So that's one way of over time creating sample packs. The other way, is using what you have, like using VSTs, using, synthesizers, beat machines, and actually just intentionally making loops and one shots for artists that have a certain vibe. Some people will make compilations. Compilations is what I like to download, and that's what moving forward is what I intend to do with No Quantize. So if you guys if you haven't checked out, there is a really dope sample pack called Melodic Mirage. It's on noquantize.com. It's by an amazing artist. He's a music producer. He's a huge instrumentalist. He's got a lot of vintage gear, way more stuff than I have, right? So his name is Gregory David. So he produced this sample pack where it's basically dreamy Rhodes and dreamy Fender guitars and vintage tape players. And so he created compilations of loops and stems, and that's called Melodic Mirage. So that's kind of what we're doing moving forward, is having compilations that kind of just are sampleable, kind of as if you're creating something, kind of just, this is kind of how I think of sound packs should be. And this is what sample packs right now are really good, like the Sample Lab or Polyphonic Music Library. For an example, they're giving us samples as if we're sampling vinyl, and that's what you want to provide to your audience. So that's why I removed some of the old stuff. Some of the old stuff was just random, spaceship sounds, which is cool. But I think I still have the Dusty Drums. They're really good. They're and how I made that sample pack, I actually hired drummers. I'm not a drummer, so I'm gonna hire a real drummer, and I'm gonna direct them and tell them exactly the groove and how I want them to make the drums. And then I chop it up in at the time in Audacity, not Audacity, but it's Adobe, some Adobe program. What is it called? Audition. That's what it's called, I think. Really easy, really simple to use. Helps you make clips really quick, and that's pretty much it. I think it's important to, for me, I'm helping, someone like Greg, because he is an amazing artist, but he doesn't have the platform or audience to share his music. So hey, you make the sound packs, I'll share them with the world, and they're really dope. You can check out a preview at No Quantize, but that's kind of the best way of creating sample packs, is kind of just thinking, what would you want when you open up a sample pack? So I even created a hip hop ad lib sample pack. I'll give you guys a preview. So you know how you make songs, right now I'm making this song, right? All these sounds are in the hip hop ad libs sample pack, and these are not my vocals. I hired somebody to say the greatest ever, and I had added effects to, the greatest that's a dry version, the greatest ever, that's a low version, the greatest ever, It's already there for you, you know. So that's kind of how I made that sample pack. So, but yeah, that's essentially how I've created. There's Polyphonic Music Library. They actually give out a course on how to make a sample pack. So I would check them out. And I think you can go to their website and like check out what they offer. So yeah. Let me see, what is the matter? Yeah, no. But yeah, hopefully that answered your question. You said the course helped you understand the proper difference between producers and composers. That's what's up. Is that sync licensing? So sync, um, it's not. It's a form of sync. Sync is synchronization is when you synchronize music and film or content. So yeah, that's sync. I don't know what's going on with my camera. I guess there's something weird is happening. But it's not licensing because they own the rights to the music, because they actually give content creators the license to use the music worldwide. So the music I do create for them that's in their library, they own it. But I actually sample their music. So yes. So that makes sense. Like if I sample your music and you own it. I'm just I'm creating a new version of it and getting paid for it. But I'm still an independent artist. I can still release my own music and license my own music to other places if I wanted to. So licensing is when you own the music and you're giving them a copy of it for a certain amount of time. So when it comes to Epidemic Sound, it's a form of sync, but it's not licensing. It's like sync master. It's not for everyone, I'll tell you that. So I think it works for me because, like I said, I'm able to sample through their library because they need hip hop songs. So that's how I make my hip hop. And a lot of hip hop songs are sample based. So, so placement worlds can be stressful. It's the majority of my work, but man. So yeah, I think it can be. It seems very stressful. That's why I'm not really. I never really was like attracted to the placement situation. Like, God, I got me a song with Drake, and like I said, you don't know what. It's just a lot of that's not in your control, and it's kind of scary when you're literally making the song, and then your song is doing a bunch of stuff you don't really. Yeah. It's just like, well, why are you doing that? Why are we doing that? It's like a psychological thing at this point. Because before, it's just like music was just made because people enjoyed making music and hearing it. Now it's like a business. But people are just trying to get placements just because of somebody else's name. It's like, well, it's okay to build your own name. A lot of people are like, well, who do you produce for? I'm just like, myself. They're like, I don't know who you are. I'm like, well, that's fine. Like, I'm working on it. It takes time. I don't expect to be famous overnight. And I don't want to be famous. I don't really want to be famous. So I just want to make music, have fun, make music, and make a living from it. Don't want to be Diddy. Don't want to be Diddy, baby. Let me tell you something. When I went, me and my mom went on a Hollywood tour. One of those, those little bus tours that they have in Hollywood when you go to, I don't know if y'all have ever been to LA, but they have little bus tours that go around. I was I was confused when we went to his house because it was in the nicest neighborhood and was right next to the Hugh Hefner's Mansion, and then this other place called the Manor, which had 127 rooms. A house with 127 rooms. Diddy lived right next door to it. And I'm looking at my mom like, ain't no way. We went on this whole tour. Ain't no black people been on, no black houses we passed by. And he's the only, something is off. I'm just gonna say it. That's it. That's all I gotta say. Now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. And then the saddest part, a lot of people were getting placements with him around that time too. The whole Love album. A lot of weirdness going on. Listen, it ain't worth it, y'all. Just make your own stuff. Make your own stuff. What's up, Menki? What's up, Dabble Shrugs? Dibble Shrugs? Let's see. This little. Been watching your channel for inspiration lately. Question: do you mix and master your beats, or do you get them over your engineer before releasing? So I am my own engineer. I do everything. The only thing I don't do, it just depends on the situation. If it's an epidemic sound project, which is like this project right now, this is an epidemic sound project, which means I know what I'm doing as far as I'm not just making beats just because. This beat is intentionally like a part of my job because I'm sampling one of their samples, so I'm not gonna make it for myself. So I know that my job is to produce it and to mix it. So I've already probably produced 90% of the song. I feel like I'm probably gonna add some more instruments and more like sound effects and like vocals, but not today. But I wanted to just at least beef it up and then move forward to the next thing I want to do. But yes, I mix it and then they do master all my songs for their projects. But for everything else I do independently, I master everything. I even mastered the vinyl for microwave beats, and that was my first try. Then it worked out. Very scared, but it's a great feeling to know that I can do it and not rely on someone else. And it's not that scary. It's not that bad. It's just making it louder when it comes to mastering. So I could master my own stuff, but they have someone else for that, at least for the whole epidemic sound stuff. So, but yeah. Thanks for watching my channel, and glad to give you some inspiration. Have you tracked drums at Sunset yet? What do you mean? What does that mean? On Sunset Boulevard? So let's go real quick. We're gonna go to the delay and reverb calculator time calc. Who does this? Does anyone do this? Am I the only one? Who tries to get the perfect reverb and yeah. So basically you can go to this, you can type in delay and reverb calculator. You type in your BPM and it tells you exactly what to put into your reverb or your delay. So right here, if I want a hall size, large room, small room, I like the little small room. Tells you a little half note. It tells you to put the pre-delay at whatever this is right here. Just gonna copy it, baby. Copy it, boom. And boom, look at that. That's a pre-delay option right there. We're gonna copy. Boom, hit enter. Boom. The decay. It's like a 1.3. Let's go. Lucy, shut the front door. Who are you barking at? That's close. Total reverb time. What's up, everybody? We got Caleb. Wait. My eyes is dry, you know. Sesh Beats, what's up? Gratitude for the explanation. Of course. What's up, Caleb? Willpower Studios just finished recording in Bitwig. Happy to join. Hey, Bitwig is I've never used it. Isn't that the PC DAW? What's up, Apollo? Dark your Herc. I don't know how to pronounce some of y'all's names. Y'all gotta get us better names, man. I'm telling y'all, but it's cool. It gives me a challenge. I like a challenge sometimes, you know. Let's hear this. Let's get the LA. Let's hit the LA 2A. The LA 2A. Remember, this was free. This was like a year ago. This is probably the best free plugin. That'll do it. That'll do it. That'll do it. SpongeBob. Excuse me. Hi, Sarah. Just dropped to say hello. I hope / pray you're doing well in all areas of your life. Take care. Gotta go back to my day job and freeze inside the server room. Peace to all. We wish you an amazing, warm experience in your day job. Thank you for coming through and giving me some love, man. I appreciate it. I am the one son. Appreciate you. I am living in LA really. Oh, is living in LA really so expensive? Groceries, rent, gas. Well, first of all, it's expensive everywhere. Okay? I feel like by this time now in my life, everything's expensive. When I first left North Carolina, could have been cheaper. But now I feel like it's an even deal. Like y'all might as well come over here now, because it used to be cheap out there, I feel like. But anyways, I don't know. This is the thing. Let me really break it down for you. Is living in LA really so expensive? Let me tell you this. Living anywhere can be really expensive, or it can be really, it's whatever you get. So You can come to LA and maybe find somewhere that's $1,500, but it's gonna be a studio. It's gonna have a homeless person outside. You're gonna be by the highway. Um, it's gonna be really hot. It's gonna be bad. Get what you pay for. And then if you drive around and you look around and you go around the nice neighborhoods, you'll start to discover that people live there. Real people live. Come on, get closer, get closer, get closer. Real people live in these neighborhoods. These people have kids. They have pets. They got wives. Sometimes more than one. Who knows? I don't know. But they're doing it. And if they can do it, damn it, you can too. And if you haven't tried, if you haven't given your all, you haven't given your all, you haven't given your all. You haven't tried, you haven't given your all. Have you really tried your hardest to follow your dreams? Have you really, I'm going to do whatever it takes to do whatever I want to do in my life because life is short. That's what I live my life by. I was very depressed. I was living life for other people, doing things for other people, or, oh, they told me I should do this. Oh, they said it's expensive. I came out to California once and knew I wanted to live here. I was like, I do not want to come vacation here. I want to live here. I will not come out here until I figure it out. I do not care about how much it costs. I will figure it out. And I don't care how long it's going to take. And I will be doing what I love to. You have to change your mindset. It's literally, as soon as I changed my mindset, that's when things started to come effortlessly. Things, you don't really have to work 80 hours a week. You think I work? This is not work. This is like fun. Like, this is extra stuff. This is like, it's just a lot of people that work 80 hours a week are the brokest people. Just really, when you realize, like, over here, it's a mindset thing, it's a mindset shift. It's like, if anyone, it's American dream, anybody can make it. It doesn't matter what race or background, ethnicity, gender, anybody can make it out here. America's so great. Like, it's really, it's like, you long as you have some drive, you showing up. There's a guy in my class at 1500 that came all the way from Russia. He said he went through, like, he literally came from the border in Mexico, and like it took him like 5 different countries, I think, to get to the class. Like, it was crazy. It was just like, he's like, I'm showing up. I got invited. I'm coming. Poor guy got in an accident on the motorcycle, but he's still like in high spirits and like still showing up. Like, it's really it's like you really tried your best to try your all, and when you really give it your all, the universe helps you. So yeah. Is it really expensive? I think it also depends on what you mean what expensive is to you. What expensive to you is different from what's expensive to me. What's your vision of so you said in Germany I pay 600 to 700 euros for a decent apartment, and that's high compared to the 2000s, right? So, but you also live in Germany, and I don't know what it's like. I mean, I stayed out in Berlin for a week. I wouldn't live there personally. I love America. I lived in Europe for almost 5 months. And as soon as I got home, I got that chocolate milk and that ranch dressing, baby. I was like, Give me my deodorant. So it just depends. I think also Europe does have better lifestyle things than we do. So it just depends. I think when I get older, I'm definitely considering moving. But I think as somebody that's in the music industry that enjoys being around other people that love the same stuff I do, and there's lots of cool events, there's great food. I live by the beach. I love the lifestyle. Like the weather's always really nice. Whereas like some people really have to. They're I be having FaceTime calls or meetings with people in different countries, and they're be looking so depressed, and I'm like, "What's going on?" They're like, "Yeah, the sun hasn't came out today." I'm just like, you want me to give you some sun? Let me put my no, let me do this real quick. Put the phone out so they can see the nice view. They be like, "I'm so jealous." Yeah, we pay for this. Pay for the weather. Yeah, so and then also, it just depends on what you value. So like I'm from North Carolina. Like I said, the lifestyle's a little different. It's a lot different out here. Way different. I love it. Mm, mm-mm. No, thank you. Staying over here. But I do know there's definitely pros and cons to every place. Uh, and I think that the reason why things are so expensive is because they do intentionally try to get certain they if you so let me give you an example. This is all a psychological thing, by the way. This is literally all psychological, by the way. The reason why things are expensive, like I said, it depends on what you think is expensive, right? So for an example, my mom had flew out here to visit me a few weeks ago, and she had, I think, just regular tickets, like one-way flights using Delta. And sometimes she'll check to see how much it'll cost to upgrade her ticket to go to first class. And she had mentioned to me, she's like, "Oh, look at this first class upgrade is over $600." And she just looked at me, and I was just like, I had no reaction because I'm just like, and she's just in her mind, it's too expensive, so she's not gonna upgrade. But if let's say if that upgrade was only $200, don't you think that everybody would upgrade their coach, their economy ticket to first class for $200? Yes, they would. The reason why it's $600 is because there's certain people that they know that certain people think that a certain price is too expensive, and they won't spend that money on themselves. And it eliminates and filters out a certain mindset and a certain type of person from going to first class. That's why it costs a lot of money to live in California or in certain neighborhoods. It's not because this material is better than the material down the street. It's because of that literal mindset thing. If you think it's too expensive, of course you're gonna stay in economy. You're gonna stay in your neighborhood. You're gonna stay. But maybe if you spent that $600 one day and experience first class, you'll probably never go back to economy. You'll figure out how to get that $600 because it's only $600, depending on what your thought process is. Some people, like I said, they work 40 hours, 80 hours, and then they're capped at a certain price because they work for someone. But if you're an entrepreneur or business owner, you can probably earn that money plus more if you make that decision. If I make the decision, if I want to make more money today, like I want to earn $10,000 today. Okay, well, you can't do that working at a 9 to 5. But you can, put more hours in, but it exhausts you out. So it's a difference. It's just a different mindset thing. So what is expensive to you? Think about it. And why is it expensive? And are they intentionally making it expensive to maybe hold you back from doing certain things? Because a lot of people will say, well, what if you won the lottery? What would you be doing? I'd still be making beats, still be right here. And if I was broke, I would still try to be figuring out how to do what I'm doing now. So you just do exactly what you want to do. Be where you want to be, no matter what the cost is. So, like I said, you got to figure out what's expensive to you. Now, there will be a point where things are just really ridiculous. But I think the inflation went down and interest rate just went down. So I think we'll be fine. I'm pretty sure we'll be fine. But yeah. Well, delay calculator, that's next level tool. Yes. You guys could easily get the perfect. Cause have you ever pulled up a reverb and look at all the little knobs and not know what the hell to do? Well, that actually helps you know exactly what to do. So type in delay and reverb calculator, type in the BPM, pick what kind of reverb you want, and then these are the pre-delays, and then the decay time of your half note or 1 bar of a reverb. Here's the delay options down here. So if you want, like a half note, quarter note, or it has dotted or notes dotted triplets right here. So if you have like a really, a delay or reverb that's open, you're like, I don't even know. I'm just messing around. This is actually what you can do. Breathing air is expensive. Which epidemic sound tier would you recommend? I think it depends on your account, right? So it depends if you're a business or not, right? That's on you. I don't know. If you're just a small one person, I would just get the basic. Expensive compared to your. Well, the thing is, like, you wouldn't. The thing is, I would be miserable in North Carolina. That's why I moved. Like, we're not going to compare North Carolina to California. It's so different. I can't find food in North Carolina. I'm a vegan. They're closing all the restaurants here in LA, as let alone North Carolina. So, yeah. It's a lot of layers of stuff. Not even that. It's just the culture or the environment, the mindset. The trauma. Like, no one wants to go get help like that. They love talking shit. I'm good. It's way different, especially as a black person. So it's not even about the money. It literally has nothing to do with the money. Because that's really crazy. It's like I'm not moving somewhere because it's cheap. Y'all gotta really ask yourself, why would someone leave? Why would someone go somewhere else? If you're in a different country and you think it's about money, it's not about that. America is messed up. America has a lot of problems. It's crazy. It is hard to live here. I picked the place that seemed less violent, less intense. But don't get me wrong, LA has its moments. Like, there was a little because I live by the water. The other day there was a whole boat that exploded because it had over 1,000 rounds of ammunition and fireworks on it. What? You know, that's some LA shit. Like, oh, that's some LA shit. this shit from me. Okay, let's get into this mixing. Yeah, it's buzzy. Where is it? Oh, it's got this big crush on it. There we go. Where is it? Okay, I'm just gonna just. Ooh, where is it? It's not this. Oh, it's this. Ableton. There we go. Okay. Okay. Ableton got layers on layers like onions. We got South Germany in the house. Frigberg. So I pay 1K cold for my 3-room apartment. It's just pricey around here. That's really nice, actually. I think having a 3-bedroom apartment for 1,000 is actually, that's great. That's there's no such thing out here. Live it up. Like, live it up, you know what I'm saying? How's the taco game in Cali? Tacos are amazing out here. They're different because well, I'm a black person, so I eat black people tacos. And I don't, you know what I mean if you're black. Black people tacos taste a little, it's a little different from traditional tacos. Traditional tacos, they reason that real tortilla with the corny asada. I be like, what is that? I be like, just give me the ground beef. They be like, you want the cardias? I'm like, what is that? They're like, it's just beef. I'm like, just say that. With the little cilantro. It be all small. Sometimes it got cabbage on it. I be like, what is this? But I be making my own tacos, you know. I be making it be Taco Tuesday every night sometimes, you know. Shout outs to the tacos, to the people that making tacos. Okay. What was that thing I was using earlier? Let's see if it's gonna work. I be forgetting about all the plugins I get. You know, you be using the same one sometimes, but then you be downloading ones and then you forget about them. And you know that's we don't want to do that. Ooh, okay. I see what you did. Hold on, let's compare. It's a free plugin too. It's called SK10. It's a sub kick simulator. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm on TikTok as well. Meta Bear said every day human magic. OT Mill said I'm in North Carolina too. You're right. Exactly. Come on, man. North Carolina's. If y'all not from, I just really wonder because the thing is, I grew up learning African American history, and African American history is American history, but I know most Americans don't know Black history. And I'm just like, y'all don't know. Do y'all not know what's going on in North Carolina and what's always been going on in North Carolina? I'm good. You can stay over there if you want. They intentionally are making people sick out there. By the way, it's in the movie What the Hell, and nobody wants to watch it. I don't want to watch it because I'm gonna learn something. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna learn something. How dare me? How dare I learn to educate? How dare I learn something about history in the country I live in? Plot twist: Black people make tacos. I'm just playing. Let me look it up. I'm gonna look up the history. I'll be damned. Yeah, maybe better health insurance in Germany. That's it. But our health system is effed, and weather is shitty. You see, I did that. But the country is beautiful. I bet it is beautiful. That's the best part about Europe is the health insurance. I remember I got sick in Spain. I got sick in Italy. Had no problem getting help. No problem. Let's move forward with this. Oh, I can spend all day on mixing. Let's just hurry up. Hurry up. Taking too long. Mix it. Let's listen. There's so much bass in the snare, right? Let's let a reverb. Remember the thing? Okay, go over here. Little subtle stuff like that, you know, like a little this. It's gonna be like a 13. Let's see what we got real quick. Black tacos with sour cream. When I see a taco with no sour cream, I'm like, what is this? This ain't no black taco. I'll eat it. Black taco. Put that cheese on it. You gotta do a pan on it because it's too in my face. You know what I'm saying? Let's do the auto pan. Let's do a little let's with the weather in it with it. That'll do. You know, and then let me just listen to it. I'll just listen to it. 1 second. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Woo! Sorry for yelling your hair. Sorry. Should have gone to Kenya or Tanzania. What's going on over there? Let me know when they inviting African Americans back to Africa for free. You know what? Bring them back. What's up, Taurus 1977? Darrell Williams from the Bronx. What's going on here? Let me see. You know, I just so I can't decide if I would wait for the Machine MK4 and get the Mini. What Mini? Oh, what Mini? Or the Machine Plus now? Are you talking about the Micro, the Macro, or get the Machine? What would you choose if your budget was open and wanted to be mobile with it? I would get the MPC Live 2. Okay. This is what I would suggest. I would, I would suggest make sure just getting a real DAW. Investing in a DAW, whether it's Pro Tools, not Pro Tools. We're moving forward. Pro Tools. I'm sorry. I don't know if you're gonna make it next year, but buddy, we're gonna bring Logic, Ableton, FL. I guess Pro Tools. Get you a DAW, okay, for your recording needs, your production needs, okay. But as far as like mobile beat making, right now, the MPC Live 2 is going to be the best device. That's my honest opinion right now. Okay, honest opinion. Now, I would definitely, if you're a machine head, I'm still a machine head, but they haven't upgraded their. I don't even know what's going on. A lot of rumors. They need to update their software. On their machine first of all, let alone their new a new hardware device. And I think it's really like, I don't know. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll know by the end of this year. But I feel like it's last year all over again when they told us we're gonna come out with something at the end of the year, and then it's Christmas and it's like, well, they're on vacation now. They're on vacation. You know what I'm saying? So, personally, if my budget was open and wanted to be mobile with it, I would get the MPC Live 2. And if you decide to use it or decide to get it, the link is in my description. Affiliate link helps me out, but it's just a link that helps. That's the purchase link. So, anyways, but that's what I would suggest. And that's why I suggest having a DAW, because you don't need to know the ins and outs of the MPC per se, like as far as just like the software, the MPC software. I think it's not the best. I don't know. I haven't tried the new update yet, but it's coming out, so I know it's some new stuff. So they're working on it. You know that they're working on it. They got a beta. You know, people are using it. We know there's motion. Okay, so, you know. Um, Hello there. Could you explain the current state of the music industry in a performer promoter, and I can definitely talk about the industry right now because weird stuff's happening, y'all. I would love to talk about it because I'd be at home like I'd be tripping. I'd be like, what the hell is going on every day? Something weird's going on. So layers of stuff is going on. A lot of people, apparently, I think people at Atlantic have been laid off. Warner Brothers have been laid off. Some artists have been let go of their deals. I don't know who those artists are. I don't know. We don't know if these are real. Like these are just allegations, I think. But I do know Kevin Lau stepped down from 300, which is sketchy because it was on the day Diddy got arrested. It's real now. It's like, oh my gosh, this is real. And now, like, it's really scary. That's what's happening. It's not really like funny anymore. It's really like, oh my gosh, like there's really like he got arrested for sex trafficking and like RICO charges, and like I don't think anyone understands how big of a deal this is, because this is not just him. This is there's something else is going on. And I remember someone had asked me recently, they're like, why hasn't he gotten arrested? And I'm like, because this is bigger than him. This is the whole industry. Like, a lot of people were at his parties, y'all. Like, a lot of people were in involved in business transactions with this man, and he's now locked up for alleged sex trafficking and really bad stuff. And it's kind of scary because a lot of people, I know people that have worked around his camp, um and honestly, when I don't know if y'all know this, but before YouTube and social media, I was in the music industry. Like, I was interning in New York City at Platinum Sound Recording Studios, and he used to work there. Like, he used to play his album. Was it Last Train to Paris? Dirty Money, like, in that studio. We would go from that studio to his studio, and there was a time when I applied to be on, like, to intern for Bad Boy, and I'm really glad it didn't work out because I went to school at St. John's University in New York, and he's a huge influence on the music industry, so that's why it's so scary. This guy had a billboard in Times Square, like, he used to run marathons for a good cause type shit, like. But it was just so weird because people knew he had bad behavior. Like, people would laugh that he would make his his team go walk up to go get some cheesecake in Brooklyn, which is crazy when you think about it. It's like, bro, like, that's a far walk from Midtown. It's crazy. And that's abuse. Like, and no one really did anything, but now he's finally getting what he deserves. And I think it's important that people start to take accountability for their behavior, and people are starting to stand up, and but it makes things look so differently, right? So when you look back at making the band or the 90s, and it's like, like, what was going on? And all y'all was hanging, and you see, poor Justin Bieber. Listen, I don't know what's going on. It is I'm smiling, but it's scary. It's very scary. So, the state of the music industry right now is changing. That's what I feel like what's going on. What do y'all feel like? What do y'all feel like the state of the industry is like? I do feel like right now is a good time to be an independent artist. There's a lot of control for us more than ever. We can release our own music. We can publish our own music. We can license it. We could, do all these things on our own without this big backing. We could, we have AI. We have all these amazing tools, right? And it's really shifting everything. And also we have to figure out how can we go back to how things used to be as far as having more value in our music. So I think people are super entitled to just listen to music, and if you're a fan or you support an artist, it's important to help support them because streams do not really help. Streams are great, but this has to change. We have to go back to the system where people would purchase albums and actually support the artist. So something has to just shift. So it's a good time. I think good change. All these things something good's gonna come out of it. And then also, additionally, I want y'all to really consider questioning people that's in the industry that claims to be producers that do not play any instruments. I repeat, consider these producers that consider themselves producers but have no background in music. But their executive producer, so-and-so producer, ain't seen them behind a keyboard one day, have not seen them in a booth, ain't even seen you write a lyric. And how are you here? We gotta stop supporting those people. We gotta be, you know what I'm saying? So people are more angry and scared. Yeah, so what's the name of the movie? Which movie? The Machine MK3 or the SP404 in my opinion. Okay. I'm just reading y'all comments. I'm probably behind. What's up, D9? Appreciate you coming through. Black tacos. I'm gonna call this black tacos. Let me get back to this real quick. Reverb. Okay, let's get this decay back on. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. You mix NPC projects with your DAW. I like the flexibility of it. Yeah, of course. I'm not gonna really. I'm not the. Listen, these little beat machines that are this small and you gotta be like this on the table. I'm not gonna be there breaking my neck. I'm gonna press one button. I'm gonna record it right into the computer. I'm not gonna sit there for 3 hours breaking my neck trying to make a beat on this little device. No. I'm gonna get a bigger screen just because. Yes. Is there a live 3? Shoot. I think there's only an NPC Live 2, right? And then there's NPC 3 software. Right? Right? Show business is weird sometimes. Show business, I feel like people have been for years have been combining show business with other businesses, and now it's just starting to get exposed, and that's fine. That's fine. I think we need to clean it up and move forward. Y'all know God don't like ugly now, so God gonna be like, you think you doing this for long? It ain't gonna last that long. You do some bad stuff, it's going to get exposed. You know what I'm saying? Integrity. That should be everyone's biggest thing. Like, whatever I'm doing behind closed doors. You know that, what's the saying? Don't do nothing that you wouldn't want your grandma to. Some people's grandmas was crazy though, so that's the issue. That's so. Oh, okay. Gotcha. No problem. I certainly dodged that bullet. I definitely considered working. Definitely wanted to work for Diddy at some point when I was in college and I was living in New York. I definitely remember walking into the building and giving him my resume. I'm glad it didn't work out. I didn't have any like bad experiences in New York, like a lot of other people, like I've heard. I was protected. I was protected with the gay gene. You know, a lot of people be like, "Oh, I can't believe she gay," but y'all know how much protection that is on me. Don't nobody, men be like, especially back in the day. I was in my little starter dreadlock phase. People like, "What are you doing?" I'm growing my hair. Protection. So, do you handle all your music business with DistroKid and connected bank and music accounts? Oh, your bank account, yeah, yes. DistroKid is who I distribute my music through right now, independently. Probably add some stuff like this. Oh yeah, what is that thing? What is that thing called? I got so many plugins I need. I don't like Ableton's word system. I need pictures. Ableton. I really need to hover across something and a picture pops up. Because these words, it'll be like 50 plugins I forget about. That's the one thing I like about Native Instruments, or at least Machine. You have these pictures, you know. Let me think, what's the name of it? Tape thing. I think this is it. I think this is it. SpongeBob. Cassette transport. Have I do I know about Amuse? Yes, I used Amuse once and I did not like the experience. I made a video for them, and of course you don't know what's gonna happen until like you make music and you stream it, and then you want to collect your money and all that stuff. It wasn't the easiest process for me to collect money from Amuse, and I removed it from that platform and put it on DistroKid. So, and just only do everything through DistroKid. So, what is, I forget how to use this. This. I'm gonna mess with this a little later because there's so many nuances I want to do on here. gonna chop up a new sample. We'll start from scratch. Let me put reverb on that. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Reverb on that. Oh, reverb in the delay. Okay, let's save for now and export it. Wait, too many of these markers. Get out of my way. All right. Okay. Do you pay for all your tracks to be the legacy? And do you mention samples you use in your beats? What do you mean, do you pay for all your tracks to be like legacy? What do you mean? And do you mention samples you use in your beats? Could you rephrase that, please? This Diddy thing messed me up. My DJ set up yeah. You can't play anything. You can't even play. I don't know. You can only play Ring Around the Rosary. That's probably bad too. What's up, K10? Is that how you say your name? What's up, man? Diddy got everybody messed up. He got himself messed up. They said he was wearing the same thing 2 days in a row, so that means he'd be wearing the same thing for until his court date. You get what you deserve, y'all. Everybody is gonna get what you deserve. I heard something yesterday, blew my mind, which is so true, and I posted this on my socials. So it says, or they said that grandma said, life is like a restaurant. You either pay up front or you pay right before you leave. And I totally feel that analogy. I feel like if you're not really doing right, it's gonna come for you, even right before you exit. I think it's important to have a lot of good integrity right now. If you know something, say something, speak up, report it. If not, it's weird because have you noticed that there's a lot of people that are silent right now? A lot of people, a lot of celebrities, a lot of people you ain't seen in all this year, not saying a word. Integrity, no accountability. It's gonna come for them. It's gonna come for whoever that deserves it. So, did you make that song for Kendrick? Did I make the song for Kendrick? No, I didn't make any song for Kendrick. Or did? What do you mean? So doesn't DistroKid keep your beats online forever if you like one time pay a fee? They do give you an option to keep your beats up there forever if you do pay an extra fee. So if something happens to you, like you pass away, you don't want your music to go away, or just disappear on streaming services, or something like that, they do have an option like that, which is nice. That's the legacy option, so I think that's what you mean. Yeah, so that is the legacy option. Samples you use for your beat production, do you mention them when asked by DistroKid when uploading your beats? So this is how it works. So when you use samples, if you're using, I know there's a commercial, so let me slow down. Let me why they do this? Why they do that? I got you. Let me give it a second, because I know it's like a delay. But basically, this is how, as an artist, this is how you should operate. When you use anything on your computer, you need to know, you need to buy it, okay? You need to have the license to own it. And I'm talking about the DAW. I'm talking about the plugins. We don't need cracked versions, because if you use, even if you use an expansion pack using Native Instruments stuff, it's technically royalty free, but you need to have a license to be able to use these samples. Now, each sample has a license agreement. Each thing is different. So you can literally go into a Native Instruments expansion pack and look up the license agreement. It literally may tell you it's royalty free. You can use it however you want to. So read the terms and conditions of the sample packs that you download, whether it's from Quantize or another place or Splice, because some of them do tell you, depending on if you're an independent artist or if you have a certain amount of streams, that you may have to clear those samples, which means you have to negotiate a percentage of who owns the composition or who owns the master. So that's literally like when you're making a song. You know how you go into a studio with a friend, that's probably a 50-50 percentage split one, and you put that in DistroKid. So basically, if I'm making a song with Jimmy over here, we're gonna agree to a percentage, and then in DistroKid we put our names. When we upload the song, it gives you an option to put a percentage, or you get to split the music with your songwriter or whoever made the song with you. Now, when you're using a sample, that's also considered another artist. Okay? So if you have a royalty-free sample and it tells you if you're an independent artist and you're not signed to a label, that sometimes that license will tell you it's okay to use it without needing to get clearance. So read the agreement. So for an example, if I use the Sample Labs samples, which I use all the time, and that's what I use microwave beats on, I can use their samples royalty free without clearing it, because I'm not signed to a record label. I'm an independent artist. They do have some sample packs that say if some of the songs reach a certain streaming number, that I may have to contact them to negotiate a percentage of publishing, or the split, the actual composition, because the song is getting so big and they created part of it that they have the right, that when you're using the pack, you made the agreement that's the agreement that you're gonna do. So be mindful. Some of them don't have anything, some of them do. But that's where that comes in. That's, you want to know, you want to put the right information in. You don't want to lie. If DistroKid finds out you're lying, it's an issue. You're gonna get kicked out, and you can also, it's also a legal issue. So if you're sampling stuff from like vinyl, you can't just go on DistroKid and release it on DistroKid. You're gonna, they're assuming that you are legally getting clearance ahead of time. So if you got, I don't know, Marvin Gaye album and you sampled it and you put it on DistroKid, and they're assuming that you're gonna type Marvin Gaye's name as a person, but they also agree, like Marvin Gaye's estate agreed, and you paid them to use the sample, and then you put their name in there, and you know, you've already negotiated. So all that stuff needs to be done before you you hit submit. You know, you don't want to release a song where 10 people collaborated on it, but you're the only one that has his name on it. That also works with samples. So just consider samples like they're being like you're adding another musician to your track. Because you are. Someone sat down and they came from their brain and they're giving it to you. So, just know where your samples come from. So this is actually a good thing for me to mention. There's this thing called a Schedule A. I'm gonna make a template for everybody to have. This is a template. Basically, it's every time you make a song, you fill out this form. You put in the title, where you recorded it, who you recorded it with. It's gonna have the information like the title, the album, the samples that are used. It's gonna have stuff like the publishing information, the distribution information, if so-and-so's on a record label, if so-and-so is signed to this PRO. So every song has all that information. So when you do upload the music to DistroKid or to whatever distribution, you have all the information there, so you're not scrambling. So it's very important, if you're committed to creating music and you're professionally publishing music, you want to document the title, the album, all this stuff. So I'm gonna create a template that's blank for everyone to use. They can download it, so you can be able to do this for yourself, because it is important for you to know your samples. And additionally, you want to create like a something called a label copy. Long story short, as an Academy member, I can consider people's music for Grammy nominations. So in order to do that, I need that information. I need every single person that worked on the song, even if it's a sample, where the sample came from, the contact information of the sample. So you need to document everything. I remember I'd just be making beats and then everything would say untitled. Don't know where it came from. Especially when you're sampling vinyl, you're just like sampling zeros and ones. So anyways, it's a lot of work, y'all. Music is not just music, it's business. So put that work in. You don't want to get caught up later on. You don't want to get in trouble. So I tend to try to work on, I try to work this with myself. And then when I work on samples, I just stick to a sound library that I know that is flexible with their license. So yeah, that's that right there. So half the industry going down with the dealer. Shout out to Forbes over there. This is an extra large hat. I have a big head and lots of hair. So the industry is going down. Like, what do y'all? It's not just Diddy, y'all. That's what like I said, somebody had asked me, like, why hasn't he been arrested yet? And this was a few weeks ago. I'm like, that's because they're figuring out this is deep. I'm a conspiracy theorist. I've been a deep conspiracy theorist since 9/11. So that's a long time, y'all. That's 2001. And then before that, Aaliyah passed away. So a lot of stuff is coming out to the surface right now. So I'm just, it's bittersweet. It's bittersweet. It's very, very bittersweet, but it needs to come out, and I think we need to move forward and kind of reevaluate the music industry, the even Hollywood and all that stuff. So, but yeah. He said it's best to try to make original songs as possible. I mean, you do whatever you want to do. If you want to sample, like, we're hip hop artists, a lot of people want to put pressure on us being musicians, but it's hip hop. It's the essence of hip hop is blending genres together. It's taking a beat break and then some melodies from some other vinyl, and for us to be like, make something from scratch, that's cool, but like, yeah, we want to sample, we want to manipulate samples, we want to, you can create your own samples too, but it's cool. It's okay if you're a beginner and you're just looking to just find safe samples to actually produce music and make money from, because not everyone has the talent. Like, even for me, like, for an example, the rate of music that I have to make, I don't have the luxury of sitting there to create my own samples. Like, it takes too much time. I'd rather go find another song that's in Epidemic's library and then chop that up, and then that's the melody. Like, I don't have to worry about that. But that's so much of the song. So if you can find safe melodies to chop up and then create your own bass line and your own other elements to add to it, that's totally fine. So I totally understand why people ask about samples, because I used to just sample anything, and now I can't do that. We're really in a state of, we have to do things right, and it's okay to sample, but to do it safely. So to this day, I'm not going to sit here and play the keys on every single song. I do know how to play the keys. I have an album where it's full of me, no samples, proving that point. Do I want to do that every time? Not really. So I'm pretty good at chopping up samples. So actually, let me export this. Where is this gonna live? Where's your phone? Alright, let's make a new beat. Hey, appreciate you coming through. Was it Kev Blurger? Great info. I needed that info. Cost samples, whatever the fuck. Defines the camera. What's the camera that follows you around? That's the Osmo Pocket 3. He said that I know the leave a legacy option at DistroKid comes with conditions. It says it stays there forever, but the account is inactive, and I'm unsure how royalties work after that. Yeah, I gotta look into that. I also want to, I haven't signed up for that, but I definitely, if I do, I want to make sure I put in the beneficiary. I think it gives you that option, but I don't know. I haven't signed up. I have to look into it. Definitely a question I can ask them for sure. make this a video. I'm 100% sure people want to hear this, like the process. The process of what? I tried out DistroKid for 1 year. I usually distribute with CD Baby, but I gave DistroKid a try and decided to return to CD Baby because things were getting confusing with DistroKid for me. In what way? When it comes to sampling, I always try to create a goal for myself. What is the goal for the song? Commercial release, sync, or fun? This has helped me feel less guilty about using samples. Exactly. That's a good idea. You want to be intentional when you make music. Every time I make music, I'm intentional. I think people just think I'm just making beats. Like, nah, I'm really, this is for this company, this is for this thing, this is for that, this is for this project. You know what I'm saying? So it's interesting to see the difference in attitudes from the public when comparing R. Kelly wickedness to P. Diddy's. Well, R. Kelly, see, this is the thing, the difference between R. Kelly and Diddy, and like what I was saying is R. Kelly is like a real musician. I think more people probably were his music's so good, like he's actually like a good artist, where Diddy's not really an artist at all, right? But also they allowed his behavior because he was scary. Like, even he reminds me a lot of people I grew up around, so it's just, it was highly acceptable back then. What are you doing? Oh, baby. Don't do that. We're talking about Diddy, Lucy. Over there licking your toes. When it comes, wait. Could you talk about personal branding? In what way? What questions do you have about personal branding? Did I see the video? R. Kelly singing in jail? No, I didn't. I haven't seen that. Yeah, R. Kelly, I think a lot of people, just relax. Just relax. I think a lot of people just, I just want y'all to understand how important astrology is. A lot of people really don't care. A lot of people really just disregard it. But what I'm gonna tell y'all real quick is that we're in the age of Aquarius. We were in the age of Pisces. Pisces is it's literally hidden, like it's known for hiding stuff, being delusional. It's like this overpowering energy, but that was for years, for like a whole centuries of bad stuff. And now we're in the age of Aquarius, and now it's in full effect. Like it started probably like in 2012, but it's like hundreds of years of a change of how we see things. And for years we didn't see things. We really was like I genuinely liked Russell Simmons. I had got his book. I admired him. I admired Diddy. I admired him having a billboard in Times Square. I wanted to be an entrepreneur like all these people that are actually falling down. We always hear about Jay-Z being a part of the Illuminati. Like, and people would make fun of it, but this actually may be a real thing. Like, this may be like a real weird stuff happening that has nothing to do with real people, but we listen to them, we support them, and we as people that are like, we love music, we want to have nice things and have money and have a cool career. So it's very confusing seeing people that have quote unquote made it and they're just taking advantage of others and they're not fully authentic. And I think at first, like even with Bill Cosby and with R. Kelly, a lot of people had a hard time accepting that these people that we grew up every day in the 90s loving their music, loving their TV shows, and then but they the whole time were doing extremely foul stuff and people knew about it, and all of a sudden this one guy in a comedy show just mentions Bill Cosby's name. Oh yeah, he's been allegedly accused of raping girls. And then it blew up. And people were just like, they're trying to tear down black men, but like it's not just them. It's like, what, you know, was it Weinstein and Epstein and whatever these people like. But it's all like being exposed, and people are starting to notice what's really happening, which is a good thing. Awareness is great. So I accept it, and definitely looking at things a little differently, taking accountability, you know. What do you do when it comes to social media, your name, logos? That's like a really big question. What do you mean, what do you do when it comes to social media, your name, logos? Like, I feel like I've been showing you what I do on social media. I post stuff, I engage. Your name needs to be relatable. It needs to be something that can be searchable. If your name is Forbes and then I search for Forbes and the other Forbes pops up, that's not a good name to have, right? You may want to have a name that's completely different from what anyone else has. No one has Sarah the Illstrumentalist. So like I don't know no Illstrumentalists. I don't know no Sarahs too. It's who you are, so but yeah, I would probably ask more maybe a different question that's specific to social media. You know, if you have a question about, I think people know the answer to it. I think you're just not doing it, because you know what to do on social media because you're watching it. You're watching me do it. You're seeing people all the time post. It's just, there's no secret behind it. You see what people like, what the descriptions, you're seeing the hashtags. You know, there's AI out there that can help you literally come up with a social media plan. Like, there's no secrets. It's not like any like thing no one else is doing special. You can literally go to ChatGTP right now and ask it for a social media plan. You can ask it to make a logo for you. There's an actual logo maker on ChatGTP. It's synced up with Canva. It's crazy. There's so much stuff out there that y'all can use that it can do it in 2 minutes. Like, here, let me show you. Cause y'all sometimes, I'm gonna be honest, y'all be asking me questions that really be like, y'all can do it. You can Google it, or y'all can go on ChatGTP. Let me show y'all something real quick. Okay, hold on. We at ChatGTP. I'm gonna say, hey, I am releasing. Hold on. Let's just say I am a upcoming music producer with no following, but I make really good lo-fi hip hop instrumentals. Can you give me a social media plan? Help me with my producer name and logo. Congratulations! Boom. Listen. Boom. I ain't even gotta do nothing. This ain't gotta do nothing for y'all. Y'all do it for you. Said Jay-Z and Oprah got a whole island in my home country and blocked the beach and access to get there. Dang, that's crazy. Shit, I probably do the same thing. I'm blocked over the whole town now. You know, let me get that side of town. I don't want nobody going on all. Hey, if you got it, you do it. You know what I'm saying? But said Jay-Z really became a crypto bro who gentrified his own neighborhood. Yeah. This is the thing. We in America, this is the thing. Like, a lot of people be mad at Jay-Z or Diddy for capitalizing, but what else are you supposed to do in America? Everyone hates billionaires because they're unethical, and it's true because they have to figure out how to make money in some type of way. They have to do something in some type of way. And that's really what we're taught in America. That's the whole issue with the Diddy thing. Like, just imagine growing up in the 90s, seeing this guy talk about can't stop, won't stop, and then we're all like encouraged to say that. It's much bigger than him being locked up. It's really like a social, like a psychological, like, I don't even know. I'm supposed to be working this hard. Cause this guy was crazy. So real quick, to show you on ChatGTP, you see how quick it was? It gave me, look, it says choosing a producer name. Lucy. It says be memorable and easy to pronounce. Thank you. That's exactly what I say about y'all's usernames. I know Darrell Williams. Very easy, memorable, and easy to pronounce. Capture the mood of your music. Be unique, not too similar to existing producers. Boom. It gives you some ideas. Here's some lo-fi producer names: Chill Loops, Cloud Tape. These are terrible names, but you're gonna figure it out yourself. So, but yeah, there's a part. Literally, there's a logo literally on the side of ChatGTP on the left side. There's a you can go to a place called Explore GTPs, and they have website builders. They got a PDF thing. They got Canva, but they have a logo creator right here. They got Dolly. You can make a coloring book. It's got a lot of stuff. Excuse me. Ooh, they got an astrology, birth chart, chart GTP. I was just using it. Oh, they got a song maker. They got everything. They got a travel guide, fitness, therapy. They got therapy, chat GTP. Ask it, how can I heal from this? So let me see. If I go back to it, first of all, it gave me a whole social media plan too. It says here's a week by week strategy to help you grow your following, specifically targeting lo-fi hip hop listeners. So it says set up your page, your Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, all the stuff I would tell you. You know what I'm saying? Even gives you a bio, optimized bio. Include your producer name, describe your music, link of your beats in bio. Lo-fi beats for chill vibes, producer, the name. It tells you get a link tree, have a profile picture, consistently posting, building a fan base, building a visual identity, some content ideas, promotional strategies, monetization plans. It even tells you to how to license your beats, streaming income, Patreon. Y'all be asking me questions when I'm just like, there's a whole thing that will spit out a whole, like, it will write it out for you in 10 seconds. I'll be like, did y'all ask ChatGTP yet? Because y'all know this thing's way better than me. Even tells you to upload beats to BeatStar or sell them through your website. Give you hashtags. Look at that. All right, I see you later. Have a good one. Didn't know. Yeah, use ChatGTP. Yeah, I would definitely consider using ChatGTP for everything. I challenge you guys to start using it every day. Peace out, JK. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. I got the homies on TikTok that I've been avoiding, but this is a whole different chat. I'm so sorry, y'all. Thanks for the feedback. Said Sarah, the fact this is the first sentence you said when I turn in a lot of people. I was just laughing about this with DJ Khaled, no shade. Yeah, about the not being able to. Yeah, there's producers ain't producing out here. Those are the questionable people. Do y'all not remember DJ Khaled talking about we the best? Who? We. I'm like, who was that? Who was we? We the best. Physical media is making a comeback. Spotify and other platforms would give us the option to stream and own physical media. That would be perfect. You still have to play Daft Punk. When I don't think it's a Spotify issue. I think it's a customer issue. I think people are that's wild that you say I wish Spotify would give us the option. The thing is, most artists give people options to buy the album, but people choose to stream it. I'm 1000% sure that every person has their music on iTunes and you can download the whole album or Bandcamp. But people just, they still go, the most convenient thing is streaming. People want convenience. That's the issue. People are not going back to buying a CD and uploading the waveforms to their phone, plugging up their phone to the computer, and like that's a long process. So we have to figure out what's the next thing for customers that are people that consume, or maybe people need to just step it up and actually help support artists. If not, music's you know what I'm saying? So, cause I sure don't have a Spotify account. Knowing that the money don't go to the artist, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all have to really consider if y'all like an artist to support them. But let me tell y'all a whole different thing that I learned this week. I learned that I had a meeting. Well, first of all, as an independent artist, Tidal has a cool program called Tidal Rising. So I would Google that. I would go to Google and type in Tidal Rising and sign up, because they have these cool meetings and cool like they tell you more about how to be an independent artist. So they had a meeting this week about marketing old and new music, and they explained that 75% of the music that's being played on Tidal is actually considered catalog music, which is music that's older than 18 months. So a lot of the music that's being played is older music, not new music, because we always release new music, but some people are actually they're listening to your old stuff, which is actually something good to know. So if you have old stuff, you can recycle it, you can revamp it, get people excited about it, because people are more interested in actually your older stuff than the new stuff. So yeah, I think if you have an artist that's on Bandcamp, or I have my music on my website, no Quantize, and I have it Bandcamp. It's on iTunes. So if you guys support it, the best way is through the websites, directly to the artist, you know. But the way people consume music's different now, so it's just so different. You got to figure it out. Change is happening. So I'm gonna open a new project. I have this sample. Well, let me think about it. I think I need to merge these stems together. Let's see. Let's get out of here. Okay, I got these two stems, but I'm gonna merge them together real quick. What's the name of this? Same, the different. That's what it's called. All right, so we're gonna chop it up. Let me. Organize it real quick. Yeah, buying albums is more of being of a fan thing rather than a casual thing now. I think people just have to, I don't know. The music industry's changed a lot. I know personally, when I listen to music, I do listen to older music. I don't really have like a favorite artist right now, other than like, you know, there's people I like to listen to, of course, and I'll listen to their music, but sometimes it does take me a while to get to their new stuff. I think that's because I enjoy nostalgic old stuff. I do listen to new stuff, and it has to be like, and if it's really good, I'm listening to it all the time. But I think it's just how we consume music. We're so used to adding it to our phone and it's there, and it's like, well, why would I buy it if it's there? Okay, let me see what I can. My Serato acting weird. Says I'm not connected to the internet. That's weird. Testing. Yeah. So weird. Oh my god, my Serato sample's not working. Maybe I need to do an update. Let me see. Version 2.0. Let's see. That's weird. I'm gonna have to look into why this is not working. Do you think about the rise in artists making music for TikTok, especially the ones that make it because the label made them? A lot of people have to do that now these days. Like, they're trying to make trendy sounds, but I don't think they really last that long. I think that labels are trying to adapt to what people listen to and how people listen to music, and I think people are definitely trying to listen to it. They listen to music on on TikTok a lot. That's how to discover a lot of music, right? And so they're just trying to accommodate to that, or adapt to that. Serato, what do I use? The sampler, the simpler? I don't know how to use that, yeah. I can use this MPC here. That's what I'll do. That's what we'll do. Serato's not working. We'll put it on the MPC. Let me plug this. SD card. Why not? Let's do it that way. He said those people are always about the short term. Yep. Instant gratification. But that's just how things are right now. I think it's people are trying to figure out how to make it in the music industry. Some of the best ways is through TikTok and really trendy stuff, or trying to get things to hit. And that's honestly, it's a free way of getting people to listen to your music. So if you, right now, you're not signed to a label, it's not really a label thing. You could do it yourself as an independent artist and get attention. Find a drum break real quick to make it easy for me when I get into the MPC. Let's just use that as a reference track, and I'm gonna put that baby out. Pop it out. Let's see. See what I can do. Let's see what we can do in empty project. Let's go. It's been a wow. It's been a minute. It's been a while. Since I touched this NPC, oh my god. Let's do a good extract. I'll call this um, I said we're going to time stretch it. 81 BPM. 2 BPM. Do it. Cool. You said you saw a thread. Hold on, let me read this here. Do you think the mass exodus will happen with artists completely leaving streaming platforms, which could cause the consumers to shift again? This time, the artist's favor. I don't think that we have the balls to do anything like that. Just like how people don't want to boycott not paying rent, because that still pays the bill. Like we still need we want security. We don't want to just boycott something. Um, I think that I think it just depends. I think some people just have to get really smart about marketing. You know, we've had our Nipsey Hussle sell his, a CD for $100 per tape, and it worked out for him. And I think some people just have to have that audacity to be able to work so hard on a project that they will only allow people to access it through a certain means. And they have to take that risk to see if it works for them. So, you know what I'm saying? So, all right, so I want to go back to this, go here, boom, boom. All right. A few things I need to turn off. Time correction. Turn it off. Need the metronome to be on. Boom. Metronome off. All right, we got our break. I'm gonna go to track 2. Go back to program. Go back to browse. I got this sample here. It's pleasant. There's like some part of it that like it breaks off to something else. I'm like, ooh yeah. Let me chop this up. So how long is this track? Yep. Well, okay, I see why. Start chopping it up right here. Extract it from instrument. Here, here. That's it. That's the part. So many different parts. Just start with this. So we're gonna do Let me listen to this sample real quick. Let's see if there's anything left on this. So this whole sample just got this part. That whole sample, that whole track. We'll just record it, you know. Best part of that sample. I can't make a whole song with it, but it's a nice undercut, a nice little kind of hungry. What's for dinner, y'all? What are we eating? Have to worry about samples you play on live or copyright strikes. So yeah, so if you notice, there's certain things I don't there's certain things I don't do. I think on TikTok I have more flexibility, but on YouTube I don't. I can't play anybody's music that I don't own or have the license to, or it's DMCA free. So like this is what the industry could do. Let me tell y'all exactly what the industry should do. I think that the companies like Universal, Atlanta, or the major labels, they should actually make an agreement with YouTube to where if I wanted to license, let's say, a Shaka Khan song to sample here on my YouTube channel, I would pay a fee or a monthly rate, or it can come out of my monetization for the ads I play, and it pays the label for me to license the song, so I can use it, they get paid, the artist gets paid, everyone's great. That's how Epidemic Sound essentially works for me, because I'm able to not only make music, I don't have to worry about recruitment, like as far as like giving them the money back. It's an investment for them, and then but the music goes far because people can license the music that I make and put it in their videos. Now, wouldn't it be dope if you could license whoever you wanted to put in the background? You would probably gladly pay a small fee to have it, and I think that would save the industry, because we would be able to not only, because I'm not listening to music as much as I used to because I'm working all the time, right? So I may listen to it passively, but if we can use music with content, that would give us more insight. Or if we, let's say if you bought my album or somebody's album, then you have the license to use it in your content. Wouldn't that be dope? When people want to actually buy the album? So that's actually what I think should be done. I think these companies need to these brands need to offer licenses to consumers to use not just to listen to the music, but to be able to use the music in different ways. So, but yeah, I don't play sampled music that's like from vinyl or from like a traditional record label or anything like that for copyright strikes. That would just defeat the whole purpose of me going live right now. So we try not to do that. So what closed-backed headphones do you use? I have these are the Sony MV ones. I think the link is in my description, but they're really dope. is literally a microwave beat. Okay, that is it. That is it. Little snack. Little snack. Before I go eat a snack. Well, it is currently 5 o'clock. Started at 2 o'clock. Been sitting in this chair for 3 hours. I think it's time for me to take a break. Take a walk. Take my dog on a walk. Jeez. You know when dogs have like dreams and they be moving around in their sleep? That's what she's doing right now. But she'll be up soon. This didn't come out the way that I wanted because there's only a smart part of the song that has a good part. So that's not gonna really make it for me. It's not gonna be able to make it as a full beat. So my job this week is to find another sample, chop it up, make another beat. Same job.
Break your neck. Break your neck. Break your neck.
Don't know why my stream is lagging. It's really... I'll do nothing new and it'll just be something's wrong, you know? But I'll figure it out. Yeah. Anyways. I appreciate you guys coming through and hanging out with me. Before we leave, I do want to play my new song that just was released. It's called Good Energy. It's off my latest or my next project. It's called Afro-Fi. It's a blend of Afro beats and lo-fi hip hop. We actually made some of the songs here on the live stream earlier this year. And this is the first single of the next project. The project's gonna come out October the 6th, I think. But the first single's out. It's called Good Energy. I'm using a lot more of my vocals this time around, so if you haven't already added to your library, we're gonna listen to it right now. hope you enjoyed my latest single, Good Energy. Make sure y'all add it to y'all library and get some good energy. I hope it transformed you into a safari in Africa for 2 minutes and 35 seconds. That's the intention, to get you to vibe out, to escape for a second, to just take a deep breath. You know what I'm saying? Thanks, Oron. Appreciate the love. Thanks for coming through and showing some love and listening to the music with me. I got some people on TikTok. We got Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg asked me, do you run the MPC into the SP404 or the other way around? So I have the MPC going into the SP404, and then I have the SP404 going into my audio interface. So the output of the MP going into the input, and then the output of the SP going into the audio interface. So I made a video on how to connect the machine and the SP404. It's on my YouTube channel. Just type in Sarah 2 Ill SP404 machine, and you can do it the same way with the MPC. But I'll be doing an entire course on the MPC starting next month. I'm gonna be starting a whole new series. It will take me a minute to publish it or release it, but it will have all the little things that I love about the MPC, and even those things like you asked about the connection between the SP and the MPC. So yeah, I'm excited to finally get on that and share what I know. I'm excited. So, but yeah, you said it sounds like the Wild Thornberry, like the nostalgic vibe. I love that. I love that. Safari vibes, good African vibes. Want to pay homage to, the motherland, our ancestors. And I feel like the music that I produce is definitely giving good vibes, like good hip hop and African Afrobeat vibes. So I'm excited for this new project. Make sure you guys add it to your library, listen to it, and let me know if you listen to it or not. And you can also add it to your use it in your content. You know, if you're like, I don't know what to put in my content, add this. But that's it for today. I'm going to end it off. I'm gonna make some food tonight. I always say I'm gonna romanticize my life, and I do. And I want you to do it yourself. I want you to you don't have to go spend a bunch of money, but you can have movie night at the crib, pop some popcorn, watch a cool movie, make your favorite meal, enjoy yourself. That's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be taking my dog on a walk, make sure she's good and happy. I'm gonna cook us both food. I was thinking about going to the movies for once, because I usually watch movies here, but there's a movie called Blink Twice, which I think Zoe Kravitz had written, and Channing Tatum is starring in it, and it's very similar to what the incidences that's going on behind the scenes in the music industry, I think, or on the islands, or I don't know. I think I may want to see it, but I did want to see the Beetlejuice, but then I heard that the director Tim Burton is racist. I don't think I want to give my money to Tim Burton. I think I would give my money to Zoe Kravitz. I think I'm cool with that. So I think I'm maybe considering going to the movies tonight, because I want to see that movie. I may bring my own popcorn. Sneak it in. Be the person with a book bag full of stuff. What's in your bag? My blanket? My hoodie? Anyways, next Friday I will not be here because it's my week off. I usually take a week off the last weeks of the month to rejuvenate, to recharge, to create content for the next month. So I'll see you the first week of October. I hope you have a great weekend and a great week next week. I love you. Thank you for coming through. It's Microwave Beats, baby.